Hi everybody, Dan Illman with NYRA analyst Mike Beer. The Grade 3 Go for Wand Handicap carded as race number 6 at Aqueduct on Cigar Mile Saturday. Let's take a look at this field. We've got a field of 7 fillies and mares going a one-turn mile for $200,000. And Mike, the number 1, Jameson and Ginger, it's Javier Castellano, it's Chad Brown, it's a triple-digit buyer speed figure last time out over course and trip. Where's the hole, if any?
I don't see one. I don't see a hole in it. It doesn't mean she's going to win this race, but I don't see the hole in this horse. You know, it's interesting because she was a good 2-year-old. She obviously has the one, really fast race as a 2-year-old over a wet track. So I think it makes you wonder if she was really that kind of a horse. But I sort of feel like maybe she was really that kind of horse. Her first 2 starts were both really good. She was a little unlucky both times, and then she ran that one. And then they just tried to go 2-turn races with her, both in graded stakes, and she didn't run poorly either time. I just don't think she's a 2-turn routing kind of horse. I think she's better going a little bit shorter on 1 turn, and she's shown that. I think in both of her last 2 starts, she was good when she won the first start for Chad. She did a lot of work up on the pace in that race and still won, and she was even better last time with a better trip.
I mean, she really fired last time. She did get a great trip. I mean, the rail really opened up. She shot on through. But when you're watching the way she finished, you get the feeling she could have come wide into the stretch and still would have won the race. A 100 buyer, she's going to have to take on better horses. But Jameson and Ginger, just off that race, looks like the horse to beat. Our DRF Stakes preview of the Go for Wand brought to you by DRF Bets. $300 sign-up bonus available for new DRF Bets subscribers. DRF.com/fall. Use the promo code FALL300. The number 2 Highway Star, Mike, won this race last year and did it going sprint to route. She's going to try that again. The Breeders' Cup filly and mare was somewhat of a disappointing performance, considering that she's usually so consistent. She very rarely runs a bad race, especially at elongated sprints. But I guess she wouldn't be the first horse in the world that doesn't like Del Mar.
I mean, listen, she was disappointing in the Breeders' Cup, but it's just one of those races I just don't care. I don't care that she didn't run in that race, and I'll just expect her to come back to New York over a track that she really likes and over a distance, a 1-turn mile that she really likes, and I'll just expect her to show up and be the Highway Star that we know. And the Highway Star that we know,
wants to beat you.
She just runs every time, and she wants to beat. Do not let her get up to your neck in the stretch, because she will get by you. I think, Jameson and Ginger, I do think is the horse to beat in here, but she's got a lot to fear from this horse.
Jameson and Ginger gets 7 pounds from Highway Star in at 123, 4 for 4 over a 1-turn mile, 3 for 3 at Aqueduct. The Timeform U.S. pace projector is going to have Highway Star in closest attendance to the loose leader, the 4 Lucien Ethel. That blue bar indicates that our friends at Timeform U.S. believe that Lucien Ethel could be on the lead in a race favoring horses on or near the early lead, and I kind of agree. I think that Lucien Ethel has the speed to get to the front.
She does.
Does she have the pedigree to go a mile? And I think that's a major, major question, because in her career she has run some very fast races sprinting. I'm just not sure about the mile. She may need every bit of that pace projector to be right, and then she may need the 2 Highway Star and the 1 Jameson and Ginger to regress a little bit.
To not run their best races. It'll be interesting to see what she does. I have really 2 questions about her. The mile is one of them. I don't know
quality.
I don't know how far she. And the other question is, how good is she really? And I know that I say that talking about a horse who's won who's won a graded stakes already, a couple of graded stakes races sprinting, but man, you start looking at those races that she won, and I mean, just talk about having the best of it every time, either on a speed favoring track or where she just gets loose on the lead. I don't know, Dan. I'm not thrilled with this horse. I can't look at any one of the races that she's run. She's 5 for 7, and say, boy, she was really good that day. I don't really like any of her races. I'm going to be surprised if she beats this field.
Indulgent is graded stakes placed at Aqueduct around 1 turn, second in the distaff at 7 furlongs last year. Chased Lucien Ethel in vain last time out, although you could be argued that that racetrack favored horse is close to the early pace. I've always liked Indulgent, and I have to admit, after that distaff, she has just not run back to that race. Her last 2 buyer speed figures of 81, fine. One of them came on a synthetic track, but if you want to go 3 back to that shine again at Saratoga, I didn't think she was that great in that race.
I didn't either.
I don't know if she's ever going to get back to that distaff form.
I don't know either. She was great in the distaff too, against that track, making the big wide run. I really liked that performance, and you're right, it just feels like things have gone wrong for her since then. She was fine last time. She got up for second. The interesting thing about that pumpkin pie is it felt like there were 3 real speeds in that race, and of course, because this is the way that it has to go sometimes. Lucy and Ethel goes, the other two speeds don't go. She gets loose on the lead and she wins. This horse, she did well to be second, but the other horses in that field, they just weren't that good.
Verve's Tale is a graded stakes winner over the Aqueduct Main Track, winner of the Cumley last year around this time of year. Yeah. Verve's Tale's last race, though, I can't forgive it. I needed her in the turn back the alarm. She set a great trip off of a solid pace, got the first run on the turn, made the lead, opened up a good 3 lengths, had a big lead with 150 yards left to go, and somehow lost. And it was just so frustrating. Maybe getting back to a 1-turn mile, her kick will be a little bit better at the end. This is the kind of horse that could easily win. She has the class, she has the figs, she can win. But off that last race, I can't take her.
We're in the same boat, bud. I can't take her either. I know that she can win this race. She's pretty good. She does settle for second a lot, and that was the case last time. I don't know how she didn't win last time, and I'm not taking her in here.
She beat Going for Broke in the Cumley last year. Going for Broke has 3 races this year. She has yet to reach the winner's circle. Second in the Shine again, behind Karina Mears. Probably just a little bit better than she is, although she shot on through on the inside. You don't hold the personal instinct against her. She had no chance in that race. No. And then last time out, beaten a half length. Again, I needed to see more. That was the spot, I thought, against weaker horses.
I agree. She was supposed to win that race. She was disappointing in that race. There has been a little layoff since then, so I wonder if something just went wrong with her. Chad stopped on her a little bit. I like the way that he's sort of training her back up into this race. We'll see what happens. I haven't totally given up on her yet because I really liked her as a 3-year-old. You know, when you go back to those 2, she won back-to-back 1-turn miles last year, and the second one especially at Belmont on the fast track, she was really impressive winning that day. Every one of her races after that for the rest of the year was 2 turns going longer against better horses. She doesn't want to go that far. She's a better 1-turn closing kind of horse. She's going to get to do that in this race. It's just a question of, is she good enough? I'm not so convinced that she is, but I'm not so convinced that she isn't either. I think she's going to run a better race on Saturday.
Trainer Mary Alice Coffey does not shy away from running Floridora against the big girls, and she has been rewarded with $585,000 in career earnings as Floridora as a multiple stakes winner. I got the feeling when watching her in that Jameson and Ginger race last time out that race was kind of a prep. That this might have been the ultimate goal. We hadn't seen her in a few months leading up to that race. On occasion, she is able to hit the board at giant odds, and I would not be surprised if she completes her try and super at a big price.
Yeah, definitely a horse that, if nothing else, you want to keep her open underneath in this race because she will run. She runs every time. She's probably a cut below some of these horses, but she runs every time.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Grade 3 Go for Wand Handicap. Horse to beat, morning line favorite, Jameson and Ginger. You're going with her. You're making it as easy as 1, 2, 3. And while all the arguments that we've kind of made against Lucy and Ethel, I think are very valid. Highway Star didn't run last time out. To me, that's just unlike her. Jameson and Ginger, while a horse I would certainly use in any kind of multiple race wager, did get a very good trip and is going to get bet in this race. So give me the lone speed, and we'll see if Pletcher can get Lucy and Ethel to last the mile. I take a short stab at her, 8-1 on the morning line. I wouldn't take anything less than 6 or 7. 4, 1, and 5 for me in the Grade 3 Go for Wand Handicap. Again, if you are playing from home, please sign up to DRF Bets. It's really a good deal. $300 bonus at drf.com/fall when you utilize the promo code FALL300. Approximate post time for race number 6. It's the Grade 3 Go for Wand, 2:06 Eastern. Good luck.